Shalom, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to you, Arkim, you're pushing this word around the globe with faith and in truth. And as always in sincerity. This is the brother Caleb from the GMS London Forecasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson to edify the elect. As always, I'd like to start by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians and West Africans predominantly, but you are going to get Israelites who do look like the other nations because Israel has been scattered amongst all people throughout our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible who is named Jacob, who was then later named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like, because the book of Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18 states that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I'm back with another lesson here, and this is going to be another visual one, because I was on the underground coming home from camp on Saturday, and I saw they've got these promotional ad campaigns over here in the UK, in London, and as you can see on the screen, this is one of them. It says, by the NHS, by the government, it says, coronavirus, bending the rules costs lives, stick to the rules to stop the spread. Stay home, protect the NHS, save lives. Now, there's two types of this advert. There's another one which I'll show you here. It says, same thing, HM government coronavirus. Act like you've got it. Anyone can spread it. Stick to the rules to stop the spread. Stay home, protect the NHS, save lives. Now, the reason why I want to talk about these adverts is because it's very psychological what Esau's trying to do to the people. Because he's using these adverts to put fear into the people, which the people who aren't in this truth, they're already afraid anyway, particularly these women, because they're being told that all these people are dropping dead due to the virus, so people are starting to get more and more scared. They're under lockdown rules, so their so-called normal way of life has been put to an abrupt stop, come to an abrupt end, and these people aren't comfortable with it. So when they see these adverts, it's only going to help to inspire more fear in the people. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because of the psychological tricks Esau tries to use, and one of the main psychological tricks is color. So in this advert, let me break it down. You've got a couple colors in this advert. You've got black, you've got yellow, you've got red, and you've got a little bit of blue. Now, and you've also got white in the text. Now, when you're analyzing an image, you can break things down in terms of like, okay, what's the dominant color in this image? So, for example, you could say the dominant color would be the color that appears most within the image. So right now, I'd say the dominant color would be black, yeah? And black carries connotations, as we know. Black means void of light, darkness, everything that is, everything that is negative is associated with black. So they've used the color black predominantly in this photo, but they've also used the colors yellow and red. I'd say the secondary most prominent color in this image is red. So you've got black, you've got the darkness, you've got red. Now, red often signifies danger or sin, because red is, when you shed blood, when your blood is shed, it's red, isn't it? So most people associate red with things like danger, but the Most High equates red with sin. Now, the next color you've got is white and yellow. Now, it makes an interesting combination of colors, because when you look in nature, black and yellow is usually a sign of danger. For example, if you see black and yellow, you might see a bee or a wasp, and your instincts tell you, hey, you know what? Stay away from that. Don't trouble the bee or the wasp, because you might get stung. So that's one of nature's natural ways. And also, when you look at when there's an accident, what color tape do they sometimes use? Yellow and black tape to sort of, put a cordon around the area. That's what they do. Now let's jump to the other image. You can see it's the same principle applied here. The dominant color is black, then you've got red, followed by yellow and white. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because the way they've used the red here, it's almost like you're looking. You could say it's almost like you're looking through a test tube with blood in it. So it's kind of like it's putting you in a situation where you're looking at this so-called doctor or nurse or whatever through the lens of it being tinted red. So it's kind of like it kind of puts a bit of fear in people, because rather than it just being a straightforward, naturally lit photograph, they've tinted the image with red, and that equates it with danger. So you're looking at this doctor's face behind the mask and stuff, and you're equating it with danger. So therefore, it's putting an unsettling and uneasy feeling upon the minds of the people. And then it's saying, act like you've got it, and it's putting the onus on you, like as if, hey, you've got coronavirus. See, all these things play psychologically into people's fears. Now, what do you see in both of these images? In this image too, you've got, someone wearing the flipping hazmat suit, looking like they just stepped off the set of some, biohazard scene or something like that. You got a person in their bed there, and it's the same principle. You're looking at this, and this is an image that's going to sort of be embedded in the public's mind to make them feel scared. Now, what do you see at the top left of both of these? Sorry, top right corner of both these images. On the top right, you've got the NHS logo. Now, you'll notice that the NHS logo is, if we could zoom in properly, NHS logo here, it's got blue in it. Now, blue is usually associated with something that's cold or cool. And because the image is so predominantly red, that blue logo at the top kind of acts as a point of where your eye will rest and it will feel some ease, as opposed to the discomfort it's felt from seeing the majority of red and black. You see the NHS logo and it's blue, and immediately you think, oh, that's cool, that's safe. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense what I'm saying, but it's basically all a psychological trick to get people into thinking, okay, everything is dangerous, but we can be saved through the NHS, because the NHS logo at the top here is in the blue. And your eye, as you're looking at this image, because it's so predominantly red and so predominantly dark, you're going to be looking for something that's an antonym to those other colours. And that blue in the top right-hand corner represents that. So when you see the NHS, you're supposed to think, oh, these people can save us. Oh, it's safe to get the vaccine because it's dangerous out here. Everybody could have coronavirus, but the NHS is safe. See, so that's basically, I hope I've made sense in that little breakdown I've done of these images. Because the scriptures say that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. I'm just going to try and pull some precepts here. Bear with me. Get my sword. Right, so let's see. Yes, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. So it says, lest Satan should get advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. I'm going to get Sirach 5 and 15. Sirach 5 and 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or a small. Yeah? See if there's any other precepts I want to bring out. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that in the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. The point is in 1 Peter 5 and 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So, you've got to be vigilant when you see things like this, because this stuff is designed to induce fear in people and induce nightmares, but Lord willing, understanding the color coding and symbolism in these things will help to alleviate those kind of fears, those psychological tricks that Esau tries to pull. So Lord willing, this has been edifying, I hope, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom to you, Akim, pushing this word, and until the next lesson, Lord willing, I'll say shalom.